Hello, it's Cindy from Game Latte. And yes, I am doing a video on Kingdoms of Amalur Demo, which came out on Tuesday. I am playing on the PC. I believe it came out on the Xbox 360 as well, and the PlayStation 3. Now, I believe for the Xbox version, you need to be a gold member to download it, and then it'll be available for silver memberships later on. For the PlayStation 3, I think it was actually late. I'm not sure if it's even out yet, but for sure for the for the PC, you can just download it right away from the Origin website or Content Manager if you have that. So of course I'm a huge EA fan. Well, I like the games that they publish anyway, and so I do have the manager already on my computer, so I easily was able to download this. Now, as you're seeing, I am going through the character creation, trying to pick a character. Now, I usually go for female characters, but for some reason I didn't notice that you could pick a gender, which you can at the very beginning. I just didn't see it. See, it says choose gender at the top there. For some reason I didn't see that, so I went for a dark elf, or whatever they were called. They have a interesting name there. So I think in the game itself they're nicknamed Duskin or something. So I'm trying to pick, so you get to pick here a perk, I guess, a main perk, and it seems to be governed by a certain deity. I'm going through. There's several presets you can choose from. There's set faces, so you can't, like, do anything about your nose, or there's no sliders really for nose and chin and stuff like that. There's skin tone, eye color, eyeshadow, darkness, stubble color, that kind of stuff. You can also select accessories, beards, hair. So the character creation is pretty good. It's not, it's not as intense as some other character creator like Mass Effect or Dragon Age or Oblivion, Skyrim, and that kind of stuff. But at least there is character creation. There's a lot of games that don't have it at all, don't let you pick your character. So I really appreciate that I could make my own character. And of course, it's a pretty intense traditional RPG, so it figures that you could. It's double intensity. So I really enjoyed my time in the game. I wouldn't say it's a very beautiful game. It is very aesthetically pleasing. To me, the art style reminded me of World of Warcraft with, I don't know, some Age of Conan, I guess, just because I guess I'm used to MMOs mostly. I did see people tweet that it reminded them of Dragon Age. I can kind of see Dragon Age 2 in there, not Dragon Age Origins at all. But you'll see that the combat is more action-oriented like Dragon Age 2. So I can kind of see that. I also seen it compared to Fable, and I can totally see that just because of the very, stylized look, cartoony kind of. I do like the movement and the animation. It's really well done. We're gonna fight a rat here. There we go. The UI is the buttons and all that, the way that everything is key mapped is pretty well done. To me, it's really easy because I'm used to keyboard and mouse. However, I hear that if you are left-handed, you might have issues because you can't remap a lot of these keys, which kind of sucks, really. So that's one of the downers of the game. I like that you can smash things and get gold and treasure and stuff. That's a classic Dungeons and Dragons kind of RPG feature. You gotta be able to smash crates, man. And so here we go, up and up and up.
Help! Anybody!
The the not the story, but the story is pretty good. But I like that the environment and the world is very alive, and the NPCs, you know, seem to be very active. They're not just standing around. That's how you dodge. I like dodging in this game too. The fighting is very fluid, and I like that when you're done fighting, it automatically sheathes your weapon, so you don't have to hit any button to sheath. Boom. Treasure chest, of course. You can have treasure chests, right?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Just save this little gnome dude.
You hadn't come along.
The voice acting is pretty good. The main character, your character, does not have a voice, which is either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. I actually really don't mind.
You're alive! You died.
You died!
I don't know how or even where. But your body
I'll just wait for this guy to finish talking before I say more.
It worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you.
So you're kind of like a
Professor
zombie or whatever. You've been revived through this well of souls. I guess this machine. Anyway, and that changes a lot of things about the story. But what I was saying is that yes, your main character does not have voice acting, so you just kind of have to imagine what you're saying, and you get to pick the dialogue on the wheel. It's a lot like Dragon Age Origins, which actually, like I was saying, I don't really mind that because it helps you define your own character on your own terms. What happens when you have a main character that's voice acted is that, you know, it tends to define the character for you a lot more. Like if you look at Hawk or Commander Shepard, they have a very distinct personality that you don't really have much control over. It's, you know, it's dictated by whoever wrote their personalities, their story, the main writer of the game, and who's doing the voice acting. So, oh, I love these little flowers.
Blossoms only respond in the presence of magic.
So you have...
Perhaps there is more to you than it seems.
Yeah, so you also have magic. That's what I love about this game, is that you don't pick a class at the beginning at character creation. You get to try all the weapons at the very beginning in the introduction, when you know you're being taught everything in the tutorial, and then after you've gone through all the weapons, then you can pick your specialization, your class, so to speak. And these are in the form of fate cards, which we might see later on. I'm not sure if I got footage of that or not. But yeah, that's what happens. So I really enjoyed the magic. It's very in your face. And the archery was actually pretty good, because usually in these kinds of games, archery is either a hit or a miss. But in this game, it's pretty nice. I'm gonna say it's a hit. So of course you get to loot armor and weapons and chests and stuff. So again, very traditional RPG in that aspect. I think in most aspects this is going to be very old school, but the UI I thought looked a little old. I don't know. But where this game shines to me, I think, is really in the combat. So far anyway, from what I could see. I mean, I've only played a few minutes of the demo. I've only played the tutorial. You can play up to 45 minutes of questing and exploring and adventuring, but I didn't do that because I didn't want to spoil myself too much. Plus I was kind of short on time too. But from what I've seen of the world, it is utterly gorgeous. Consumables, of course. You gotta have your potions. So you can add them to your UI. So you can access them easily from in-game during combat. So that's good. Gulp. And rock troll. This guy's a pain. So after this fight, they're going to show us the special feature. What is Reckoning? The Reckoning part of the game. And it's actually very much part of how you play and part of combat. It's sort of like a limit break from Final Fantasy. Not really, but it's like a special mode, I guess. Combat mode, you'll see. Or I guess if you played Summoner. Somebody on my channel mentioned this the other day. It's like, you should play Summoner on the PlayStation 2. I'm like, I have played that. It's awesome. You can summon different forms and become you know, more powerful. So it's sort of like that, I guess. Ah, you hit me. Yeah, this guy's... You can't really get away from him very easily. He just throws rocks at you and then hits you if you get too close. I'm using my staff here. I don't know if that's doing a lot. Oh, man. Trolls are not supposed to like fire, right? Right? Let's try the sword. I'm very excited for this game. I did pre-order it. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to play it right away. Probably not. I just have too much on my plate right now. But I will definitely be playing it in the summer. Plus I have other games that I need to finish up, like Dragon's Egg. So the River of Time. I just started that. I need to go back to it. And maybe do a video on it when I'm done. Okay, I didn't die there. Just, there you go. Like, oh no, did you die? There, we're finally owning him. Okay, now you press F, and there you go. You kind of absorb, or no, you have to push mouse. So I didn't get it at first. You gotta click the mouse, and then go into Reckoning mode, and then kind of do this like final move, and you can also use the Reckoning mode on a lot of different NPCs. I'm still not explaining that right. So basically, once you enter Reckoning mode, you press F, you click mouse, I believe, and then you try to hit as many NPCs around you as possible in Reckoning mode, and then once Reckoning mode is over, it will destroy all the mobs that you hit previously, or something like that, if I remember correctly. And this is the open world. Once you're out of the Well of Souls place that you woke up in, this is your tree. Those are the different abilities you can pick that you can major in. Lockpicking. I usually go for lockpicking and detect hidden stuff, just because I love treasure and I love getting into things and, you know, finding all the hidden stuff in the game. Now, ability tree. So you get sorcery, might, and finesse. Finesse is like your a rogue type of things. Might is warrior, and then sorcery, of course, is mage-like abilities. I'm currently drinking my coffee. Sorry, it's coffee with French vanilla. I think pretty boring. All right, so did I go for sorcery? I think I did, because I really enjoyed the sorcery. When the game comes out, I might go for finesse and in archery maybe. I did really enjoy that too. But I usually go for sorcery and sword. You know, one-handed sword, and then the fireball in the other if I can. In these types of games. So you can talk to pretty much everybody.
I told them we needed more guards.
And see how pretty it is. And we are coming to the end of the video. One last thing is when you get quests and all that, I believe if you select them, you get an arrow on your map. So, you know, pretty standard stuff at this point. You can harvest, as you can see there. And there you go. This is just the first look at Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. I really recommend it. It's you know, it's a nice RPG. It's, in my opinion, it's not anything too extraordinary, but it's going to be a very fun and enjoyable game for sure. And it's definitely going to put 38 Studios on the map. Absolutely, and I'm very much looking forward to it, just like all you guys out there. There you go, boom. Again, I think the combat is really the thing that's going to sell this. And hopefully the story measures up too, but of course, you know, at this point I don't really have an opinion on that. So anyway, thank you for joining me, and we will see you later.